Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our SEUNGWOO career mode here. Third episode that I am pre-recording, so obviously if any comments are left in these recent videos, I'm not going to be able to get up to them as fast as I would like. First game here is going to be against a Vallecano. Obviously we recently played them in the league, and we are coming up against them one more time. Obviously second half of the league coming up. Actually, I believe we played them recently in the cup, not the league, but we managed to grab an early goal here. Kind of one of those awkward would-be assists in real life but not in FIFA, that I managed to hit the ball right off of the keeper. Actually, I forgot, Sergio Roberto actually ended up knocking that ball down for Lopez. Just really well worked team goal to get the rebound and the shot. Here at the end of the first half, we had one more opportunity that did not end up panning out just as well as we were hoping for, but going into the second half with a 1-0 lead, it's not exactly where we wanted to be, but it's definitely a comfortable position nonetheless. We were still playing pretty well. Position was kind of back and forth, but opportunities were definitely being taken by our side more so than theirs. So going into the second half, definitely still feeling confident. The team was playing well. I was playing well. Obviously, this was kind of all in a recent, I guess you could say, recording session. So obviously all these games I was feeling really good and we were playing really well. I didn't want to stop playing. It was one of those lovely days of FIFA that we all hope for every day. But here in the 75th minute, we did manage to grab another goal to take a 2-0 lead in the game. Again, just really well worked team goals, and this is the Barcelona that I thought I was going to be doing this entire career mode with. And as you guys know, I was a little disappointed in that first season, obviously going out on loan, but going out on loan because I wasn't comfortable within the squad. And then even coming back, I still really couldn't find a way to bring back Barcelona to its passing endeavors of being the best team in the world. But now we're starting to get back to that, even with our younger players, even with our not non-superstar players as well. So it's definitely good to see. As of today, or as of recording this, I guess I should say, it is the day of the El Clasico. So big game coming up for Barcelona. I mean, at the end of the day, does it really matter? No, because they've basically already won the league. But in terms of Real Madrid, they're slipping a bit. They definitely need to make sure that they're coming up and playing well. And it's also in this career mode, they need to be playing well. The next El Clasico is definitely going to be interesting to see, because they are slipping a little bit in the league. I believe it is still decently close. We have definitely, I think we've only lost 3 or 4 games, more than I originally thought we would with this team, but the certain lineups we've been playing obviously kind of hinder us a little bit. But going into the second match against Celta Vigo, playing them for the second time as of late, I want to say, off of the top of my head. Not 100% sure on that stat, but working our way into the box, we just managed to attack them, and they tried pushing me off the ball. I stayed with the ball, and literally right in front of the keeper's hand, I managed to kick that ball in, stealing Gareth Bale's signature celebration there for the camera, talking a little bit of smack, getting ready for the El Clasico, hoping that I'm going to get involved at least a little bit. Realistically, Suarez is probably going to start the game, so I'm not going to actually get into it, but hopefully one day I will be going up against my my opposing number 11 in Real Madrid against Gareth Bale, and getting an opportunity to show my worth truly for this team. Probably still a little bit down the road, but we have another half of the season to get our stats up as much as possible to be a force to be reckoned with within this team. So this game against Celta Vigo definitely wasn't our best, but we were definitely still playing well. Here in the 35th minute, we got another opportunity here, just a really well worked cross across the field to kind of give us an opportunity with Turan. Ended up not really using the ball as well as I kind of intended him to. I've noticed, for whatever reason, and maybe you guys know what's going on, but in past FIFAs I've never had this problem. This is the first time it's happened, but whenever you are calling for a pass, an X pass is the only thing that your teammate will do. I've never called for a ball and actually had it crossed into me. I don't know if this is a glitch, I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely really hindering my play style. Obviously I want to do a lot of 1-2 passes and like over the top through balls and crossing the ball into the box and getting my head onto it. I haven't been able to score many headers solely because I can't call for headers. I just have to hope that they kick it to me in the box at the right time. Here in the 77th minute, I kind of realized it's time for me to come out of the game. Tehran ends up getting a yellow card here, and with that 1-0 lead, I felt pretty confident just kind of coming out of the game and letting the rest of the team take care of it. So Suarez is going to come in. But if you guys do know any solutions to that, let me know down in the comment section below. Definitely something that I want to get worked out because it is incredibly frustrating to have every pass basically just come straight to my feet instead of a through ball or instead of a cross or anything that's really going to help me progress as a player. So if we can figure out why that's going on, I guarantee you more goals in this team. It would change everything. There's a lot of situations where I'll call for a pass, they'll pass it straight to a defender because I'm on the other side of the defender, usually because I'm on the other side of the field, but they still try to pass it straight to my feet, and obviously that's just not going to work out. So if you guys do have any suggestions to fix that, let me know, like I said, in the comment section below. But coming out of the game with a 1-0 lead, pretty sure that game was going to be wrapped up. But going into the following game, I believe it was like 4 days later, I end up sitting Messi, Iniesta, Suarez, Rakitic. A much stronger team actually ended up starting in this game, which turned out pretty well for us because we wanted to make sure that we could go ahead and grab that win. Here in the transfer deadline, I kind of mentioned this in the previous episode, but we get a transfer offer here coming in like the last few minutes of the window. And I kind of thought about it. I was like, maybe I should take it, maybe I should leave, but at the end of the day, Barcelona is where I want to stay. I don't really have plans on going to Germany. I think if I leave for any league, it'll probably be England, because there's a lot of competition that I can go out there and play in. Not that there really isn't in Germany. Obviously, if I go for Wolfsburg, I will still have the opportunity to go play against Bayern Munich, but I think Barcelona is definitely the team that I want to stay in. The only player that we actually managed to sign in the window, as I mentioned in the last episode as well, the only player that we were even looking at was Hummels, and we actually managed to bring him in right there at the very end of the transfer window. So we brought in another center back just to strengthen our defense even more, even though arguably we already had the best defense in the world. Definitely the best defense in the league. So just kind of further strengthens the squad for us. And here in the 13th minute, I actually thought I was going to get through and score again, but I ended up getting saved by the keeper, so wasn't able to take an early lead as I was hoping for. And here again, another situation where I was at the edge of the box just calling for a pass. Usually they cross it to me. That's one of the very few times that they will cross it to me, is if it's from a free kick or something like that. But ended up passing it straight off and not giving me the opportunity to actually hit that from the outside of the box. So a little disappointing there. Again, I think that was another good opportunity for us to score. Coming into the end of the first half, still at 0-0. Not a lot of chances. I mean, we had decent chances here and there, but nothing that was really ever going to threaten the keeper and give us the lead, so a little disappointing. I was playing a little bit more rushed in this game, kind of how I was at the beginning of the season. There were certain situations where I felt comfortable, but other situations I didn't at all. It felt like I really wasn't synced with my midfield, and they weren't really passing the ball around like I needed them to kind of get myself into opportunities that actually would have helped us. Here in the 71st minute, we actually managed to pull the ball off of the defender and just run it down the flank. And in this situation, I should have just held the ball a little bit longer, worked my way into the box, and then looked for a ground pass to kind of just work my way into and in front of the keeper. Instead, I ended up trying to cross it, and it ended up being Lionel Messi, who's not going to beat the keeper in any situation. So we actually don't manage to grab the goal there. I take myself out of the game in the 76th minute. That is where this episode's going to end. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.